Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nate Hambone, and this is the Great Chaos Podcast. And once again, I am joined by the one and only
Shawn Duke.
And over here, right next to us, we have a temporary replacement for the one and only Jesse James. Can you please tell us your name, sir?
My name is Brian Bass.
Brian Bass. Okay, Brian Bass, tell us what you do for a living.
I do freelance video and photography work.
Freelance video and photography?
Anything from weddings to business, promos, documentaries. Right now, our biggest thing we're doing is amusement park documentaries.
Wow.
So it's going pretty well.
Way to go, man. Way to go. Hey,
with a name like Bass, I would have thought you would have been an angler.
Yeah. An angler. Yeah, well, Shawn, this is a bit of a special podcast for us because we are live at RobCon.
RobCon 28, live 28. Broadcasting.
Yes, we are podcasting, and I am seeing a lot of otakus and a lot of cosplayers just walk on by, and it is truly baffling. It really is.
There's a lot of things going on here today. There's a multitude of people coming in. We're in like the 4th hour of RobCon. We've had a slight power outage, but
yeah, the blackout.
That was some fun.
Yeah, I'll put that.
See some pictures of that.
Yeah, I'll put some video of that up later. But for right now, power's back on. We're in business, and everyone else is in business. We're sitting across from Bridgeforth Design, who is kind of our partner in crime this year at RobCon. They're supplying.
They're doing a wonderful mural.
Oh yeah, a wonderful mural of Superman and Doomsday fighting in Bristol. And I'll say this, guys. This has been a heck of a day so far.
Quite an experience.
Yes.
Very much so.
Brian, what do you make of Bristol so far?
So far, it's been pretty awesome. I love the town. It's first time here. I didn't really know that this existed here, and it's incredible. The turnout today, way over my expectations of what I thought I was going to see. The detailing costumes and the amount of people out here is pretty awesome. And the vendors, too. I got to walk around the floor, and there's vendors from all over the place. So
yeah.
This is a really awesome thing here. And we went downtown last night, did a little photo shoot, Jesse and I, and, of course, you. And
yeah.
It rained for a little bit, but we got some awesome pictures. So I'm loving the town so far.
Yeah.
There's a guy here that looks like Will Wheaton in the white shirt over there.
Will Wheaton!
Will Wheaton!
I did not find Han. I found two
Who's
Hans,
Han?
but they were not the right Han. They were not the Hans we were looking for.
Yeah.
Jesse's asking Brian about the green screen.
Jesse's currently running the green screen operation, and we'll have some pictures of that up on our Facebook page. And well, I'll just say this. Everything that's happening right now, guys, it's more than I ever expected to happen. I mean, really, the blackout really surprised me, but...
Jesse sold his first comic.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
And the blackout.
And we still have to give out autographs, too. Our adoring fans, quotation marks.
Hi, Audrey.
Oh, and then, yes, we also have Audrey back here. Audrey, she and Hope are running the business side. Oh, yeah.
And
Hope,
how many
Hope
comics have we sold so far?
Jesse's sisters.
We
They're
have
both
sold
running
6.
We've sold 6.
6
copies.
Wow, now that is amazing.
It's incredible.
Now, I'll say this. They're running the business side of things, but we're running the professional side of things.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, the professional side of things, it's just all guys.
So far, I've drank a coffee.
Yes, he's had a coffee.
I've wandered around pretending to do stuff.
And
You did get that long motion shot for
I did.
RobCon.
I got some cool exposure shots with the lights. It's really fun. You'll see it.
Yeah. I went around and got interviews from a lot of the people who did Timeless Requiem. The people over there, Brian and all of them.
Very nice.
In the dark too, and Clint Blevins over there. He was really cool about it. He was like, oh yeah, this I enjoy doing interviews in the dark, and I'm just like, dude, you are awesome. You are awesome. Yeah, but we've seen a lot. What's your favorite outfit that you all have seen so far?
I'm going to go ahead and say the Jack Sparrow that's walking
Oh,
around.
dude,
the
yeah.
Jack Sparrow, the detail in that costume is fantastic. And
Yeah,
I want to commend that person on an excellent job.
Yeah, I met him in the lobby. That guy is awesome. He's a nice guy. He likes our YouTube page and our Facebook page.
Awesome.
He even complimented me on my short reviews.
Fantastic.
I was like, you've watched my short reviews, dude? Thank you.
Well, special shout out to him because he is killing it right now.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
dude.
first
He
person
is.
that I've heard to actually talk to us about that stuff, so it's really good.
Yeah,
awesome.
dude.
First person in person.
I knew we liked him for a reason.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Are there any other characters that have stood out today?
Well, a guy came in here as Cloud. There's actually two Clouds.
Mhm.
Two Clouds. One that doesn't have the spiky hair, and one that does. And the guy who does actually has a better Buster Sword. His
Okay.
Buster Sword is too
Amazing.
is
I
to
didn't
scale.
get a good look, but they both look great. But that's
The one I saw, he gave me a detailed description. No, that's not him. The
No.
other one. But he gave me a detailed description about how he made it and everything, and I was just like, wow, that's
a
such
neat Mad Hatter over
such
there.
intricacy just for a convention.
That's awesome.
And also, oh my gosh, I see several
Hatter?
otakus over there. Yeah.
We just had
This is-
Master Chief here a second ago.
Oh
doing
yeah,
a
Master
picture for the
Chief
green
and
screen.
Wonder Woman and the Schmexy Maid. I guess that's what she wants to be called.
No clue.
But yeah, honestly, this is just everything that I was hoping it would be. I mean, I really
Absolutely.
can't express that enough. This
Yeah.
is just. But Shawn, is this your first time at RobCon?
First RobCon ever. Yeah, I'm glad
Uh,
to be here though.
And so far,
I'm excited.
expectations met.
It's exceeded my expectations. I did not think that it would be this big or this much of a turnout. I've not got to go around looking at any of the booths other than what we looked at last night, but I do want to. I'm just hoping that maybe some of this will thin out in a few minutes. I can go take a walk around.
I think that's
Yeah.
been the crazy part about it is that people just keep flowing on in. You know, there was a line this morning, but the traffic has not stopped. People just keep flooding into this place, and the floor is crazy, but it's awesome for
Yeah.
everyone here.
I want to go
Yeah.
over there and make our own buttons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Self-destruct, we can make our own buttons. We take a little thing, we draw it,
Yeah.
and they'll make it for you.
Let's
So
do
I want to
it.
go do that.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
awesome.
when Micah gets here, we can have him draw something because him and Caleb have actually been coming up with concepts for Great Chaos Entertainment and all that. But yeah, just there's just so much here to just it's like I'm a little kid again in a candy store. I'm looking around, I see all these people dressed up. I even saw
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi walk by.
I have
a
not
while
seen them
back,
yet.
and
I need to see them.
Dude, that was awesome. I was just like, it's a me, Mario, and a Luigi. Oh.
My brother, BD Earl, has me on the hunt for some 6-inch Marvel Legend figures.
Oh.
That's probably going to be scary. It's probably more price than I had to pay in my pocket. We'll figure that out.
But we'll see. We'll get it.
Yeah,
I know
that-
Jesse's already voiced his concern about leaving here empty.
Handed.
Is what? Yeah. Just too much to get. Too much
There's some
to
$1
obtain.
Star Wars figures loose
Yeah,
up there.
those-
So we'll
I was
figure
about to
this
say,
out.
the only way he could really be satisfied is if he could split himself into four.
Yep,
And he could divide himself up and actually go around and do everything.
So-
And
Right now, he is working on the TV.
yeah, currently he is speaking with his parents. And
The guy's wearing a
I
Kessel
thought I
Run t-shirt.
recognized them.
Yeah, she walked up and I was like, "Hey, Jesse's mom."
This is also my second podcast ever.
second podcast.
Ever, so-
What was the other one that you were on?
It was for one of the roller coaster documentaries we did. We were in the park and kind of same deal. That was my first introduction to podcasts. I've
Yeah.
listened to, Jesse sent me the first two this group did, and
Yeah.
I was very entertained. And
Yeah.
Jesse has stressed me coming out to be on here, so thank you so much for having me.
Hey,
Glad
man,
you
hey,
came out.
it's an honor to have you on here, man. I mean, honestly, we love just talking about
Just talking.
stuff like this because it's the love of it and the passion for
Hey,
it
there's
that
Boba
really
Fett.
that
Boba
really
Fett.
makes. Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's pretty good
I was like,
detail
yeah,
too.
dude, that
I would
Boba
like-
Fett costume is great.
that is fantastic.
Uh,
I would like to see
yeah,
Boba Fett and Han Solo come up here and get
yeah,
a picture.
Boba
That would be
Fett,
great.
yeah, he's. If that Han Solo guy comes back,
If he
we
comes
need
back,
to get a
we're
picture of
getting-
them
yeah.
together. That'd be epic.
I mean,
It's
this
really good.
atmosphere is just incredible. I keep looking over your shoulder and just seeing this amazing mural being drawn behind you that when we got here this
Yeah.
morning, just was barely a sketch, and
Yeah.
now it's coming to life. And
Compliments of Brian Bridgeforth.
You should
the
have
man
seen
of
it.
Simone.
It was
Man's
a free
beast.
comic book day. He had a big Avengers spread that he was
Oh,
working
no
on.
way.
I'm not sure if he ever finished it or not,
Oh,
but
my
it was
goodness.
huge.
that's awesome.
I
Yeah.
think it was the same size, maybe, as that one.
All I know is we got the costume contest coming up later this afternoon, and it's going to be a tough call.
Oh yeah,
I
dude.
think it's gonna be-
that. If that Jack Sparrow one enters,
Oh.
that
Yeah.
one's arguably my favorite. That's the other Cloud right there, the one with the spiky hair.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really his is awesome. His
So much detail.
Also, is that No, I thought that was Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I was like, oh no.
New favorite.
Yes, but it's
We
not.
have,
So
two
just-
False
Doctor
alarm.
Who's.
False alarm.
Yeah, 2 Doctor Who's. The 11th Doctor, and let's see,
There's one over there in a trench coat. I'm not sure.
trench coat.
Over there, trench coat, red tie.
Oh, trench coat and red tie. Which one was that? Oh well, but yeah. Seems BTN is recording
Nice.
us. Is recording all of RobCon. He was up in the lobby whenever the lights went out. He was
Yeah.
up in the lobby getting people coming in where there was at least some light.
It was the
Awesome.
night that the lights went out in Georgia, Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
It was a bit of a fright when that did happen.
Yeah.
I claim no responsibility, but I did happen to plug in a MacBook Pro into a power strip the second the power went out.
It was you.
It was.
It was you.
It was not me, but it was terrifying.
Oh my gosh. You're the straw that broke the camel's back.
But it didn't work. It didn't shut down the con because everyone just pulled out their flashlights and kept shopping.
Yeah.
And it was
That's
pretty
what I
unbelievable.
did. That's what I did. I just went around with it. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Another Captain America.
Captain America coming in.
That's a more movie-inspired Captain.
We just sold another issue.
Well,
All
seventh
right.
comic
Number
has
7.
been sold.
Fantastic.
This
Woot.
is amazing.
Jesse is just killing it. This is
Yep.
great.
Yay. That's like a World War II Captain America. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was
Pretty
about to say it's more movie-inspired.
Absolutely.
He's holding a shield. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try and take a video of him.
Oh, there. He's gonna
Oh,
go grab.
we're
a video.
losing Nate.
We're losing Nate
Temporarily.
temporarily.
I guess you're gonna hold this down, Brian.
Oh yeah, this is gonna
So
get
did
off
you,
track
did you
real
sleep
fast.
well with Jesse's?
I did.
You can say no.
It was fun for a bit, but then Jesse went to sleep pretty easily. They both actually did. We were both in. All 3 of us were in Jesse's room. We threw on Super Troopers. They were out before the halfway point of the movie. I ended up finishing it, turning it off, and laying there for probably another hour. And I looked at my phone. It was 5:15 in the morning. My alarm was set for 6:30. So it's
They both snore.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to. I got up and got my headphones, and just kind of got in my own world.
I went to Atlanta with both of them, so yeah, I know. I was staying
Yeah.
at Hilton, and they both.
If you're not out before them, it's you're gonna have a challenge.
I'm
Yeah.
probably worse. I
Well,
don't know.
I'm back, guys.
Nate's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Our family's same. It's a race to fall asleep. If you're the last one, it's not gonna happen.
Oh gosh.
But we did have fun. We played some
Wondermus.
Halo. We watched some movies.
Did I snore?
Both of you did. You did.
Daggone it.
I woke you up when I got my headphones, and you looked around, but I hid, and you just looked at the bed and just were like, "Okay, I'm going back to sleep."
Well, I remember like Jesse's phone. He got a phone call at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I woke up. I was like, "What the heck, man?" Yeah.
I'd like to have gotten a phone
Jesse's-
call. I was late.
Jesse's sister tried to come down and wake us all up, I think around 6. I don't know who told her that time. It was incorrect, and
Yeah.
we were not having it. So
No.
It was A New Hope.
it was a new hope.
It's Jesse's sister's name is
Yeah,
Hope.
yeah,
Let's
that's
go ahead
good.
and
Yeah, but oh man.
Snow Bunny.
And from what I understand, tonight will not be an early night by any means. I get to see the rest of the town after we wrap up here. So
Oh yeah, you're going to the other park with the fire or the water.
yes,
and
the fire and the water. We went around doing a shoot last night, and we passed a really awesome park that had fire and water. And I was like, why
Yeah,
didn't we
yeah,
go
yeah.
there? That looks awesome.
And, oh man.
And hey, do you remember? What are you looking at?
What?
Remember that? What
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
What are you looking
What are you
at?
looking
Fire
at?
and
huh?
Why are you
water.
walking in your pajamas
yeah.
around 2 a.m.?
Fire and water. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know. There's a park. There's fire. There's water. There's statues
man.
that actually cast a really cool shadow on the water. So
Where?
we also found the music park. Have you seen the music park with all the instruments? They have giant
Oh,
chimes
man.
and drums and what are the xylophone?
Oh yeah,
We were playing those in the rain. It was pouring. It was great. It was late, and we were making music.
yeah.
I think that's downtown. I'm not
I
sure
don't
what
I
that
don't
is.
know this town, but I'm going to describe to you where the fire water is. There's the Welcome to Bristol sign. If you go down a road and take, I would think, a right and
It's-
go down that road,
it's
and then
opposite
take
the train
another
station.
right.
Where the
There's
statues
there's
are
fire
where the
and water
statues
and
are,
statues
the
and shadows.
copper statues.
People walking
I'm
around in
with
their
it now.
pajamas at 2 in the morning,
Okay.
yelling at you for looking at them.
When you said fire and
I
water,
smiled.
I thought you meant fire and water at the
musical plays.
The fight camp.
Oh,
no,
the fight camp.
there's a fire and water teaching camp here that teaches you jujitsu, and the guy actually knows Chuck Norris.
So like firebender.
Knows Chuck Norris.
He knows Chuck Norris.
That's
airbender,
his.
water.
That's enough for me.
He does like $1 like training things.
That's
you can come in and
awesome.
pay him $1, and it
seems we have
he
a
mixes
special guest.
Christianity with
Cloud
his
is back
That's
here.
awesome.
fighting style.
That's
It's really
so cool.
weird.
I was about to say, where's Tifa, man? Come on.
So you guys can actually see what we're talking about right
Yeah,
now.
I'll
you
put a
would be
picture of him
amazed.
up.
He's
My
right
picture
behind
that
us.
I
It is
took of him.
amazing.
It is awesome.
Yeah, he
It's
did
kind of a
great
cross
job.
between a Cenobite and a guy with a huge sword. If you don't know what a Cenobite is, this thing's from Hellraiser with all
Oh.
the leather Gotham material. Yes.
Well, dude, it's just Cloud.
While there's X-Files music playing in the background.
Yes.
Oh yes,
My favorite theme of the day that's played.
the Batman one.
X-Files.
Oh, X-Files? Oh, yeah,
It's
well,
I have
I
a
don't
special
know.
place for X-Files.
I don't know. Me and Nate were doing the Kill Bill whistle when the lights
Yeah.
were out.
Yeah. Oh, that was creepy.
People were like, "Huh?"
Nope.
Oh look, Trekkers.
I've seen a few Trekkies out. Very awesome.
They're red shirts too, so that means
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
expendable.
gosh.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
yeah, that's
expendable. You gotta
always
be
bad,
careful
man.
We
walking
should
around
use
here.
this guy's sword and take him out.
Yeah. No one will know.
It'd
Be like, it must happen.
it'd be like when we were playing Halo last night with the sword. You just,
Oh yeah. We were doing some infection or zombies or whatever it was.
Just like pwned.
oh my God, it's Shredder! Somebody hold Jesse back.
Oh my God.
Jesse.
Dude, Marth.
Jesse.
Marth.
We got a
Marth and
Shredder.
Shredder. Dude, that is awesome. Right there.
We got a shredder. That was Jesse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can hear him in the background.
Here in
He's
the
just-
background.
Can this
Yeah.
guy even wield this sword?
Wielding the sword. It is bigger than our green screen right
You
now.
are
It's bigger than the guy.
wielding the
Bigger
warrior.
than the guy.
Crap.
It really is taller than him.
Yeah, he just put it between his legs and made it look like really weird. He unfurled his mighty
Glad
sword.
my
Look at
back
that.
was to that.
That is amazing.
He has the power.
I have the power.
Yeah, I think he's getting weighted wrong too because he can't even wield it correctly.
No, well, it's all good, man. I mean, honestly, Cloud doesn't look like he can wield it, but
But he could do damage with it.
oh yeah,
He can most
oh
definitely
yeah,
do
Knights,
damage.
Knights of the Round, the Knights of the Round limit break. Oh my
He
gosh,
should be
Bye, Shredder.
slaughtering
Forget about
babies
it.
with that thing.
lamb to the slaughter. But we just witnessed Marth and the Shredder walk by, which was awesome.
There was a
That
plot
Marth outfit's
afoot.
pretty good.
Wait a minute.
That's Monty.
I think I see the Han Solo I was looking for earlier. Oh, and there's Captain Jack again.
Ah.
Jack.
Captain Jack just
Seems
strolling
here
on
that
by.
we experiencing it, and there's Jack Sparrow.
Podcasting.
Yeah, we're podcasting.
Podcasting.
Yeah. A little
We
live
should interview
podcasting.
him. Let's interview him.
He was Bane at Free Comic Book Weekend. Where is your Bane outfit?
I'm here more today getting my comics. I've gotten some good stuff today, so
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well,
Very nice. That was Monty Monteforte. He got the first edition of Gambit apparently here today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
How's
Oh,
it doing?
doing
Well,
good.
how about yourself?
Good. I'm coming to destroy your podcast.
Awesome.
no.
Awesome.
We like
Oh, no.
destroying a podcast.
Well,
What's your
I was
name?
going to say, there's the spare mic right there, and it
Should be
seems
on.
we are
Stephen
being.
Semones.
Steven, let me turn you up a little bit. Hold on. There we go. You should be up now.
I'm a guest.
we're gonna pass your
writer
chair.
Here. Sure,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here we go. Yeah. There we go.
That was a chair pass over the table.
Yeah, chair
Very
had to be
unique
passed
move
over
here.
the table so
Yeah.
that we could get Stephen J. Semones.
I just figured I would come by in the midst of selling some books.
Absolutely.
There we
And
go.
tell you guys I like the video, the Road to RobCon, and
Oh yeah.
thanks for the plug, guys.
Hey
So
man.
Stephen-
Hey, it was. I was happy to do it, man. Really, it
Much
was.
appreciated.
You said you were selling your book, Stephen. What is your book?
I'm debuting the Sacrifice of Candace Blake at
Yeah.
RobCon here. It's a horror novel, psychological thriller, and it's been known to disturb people.
Oh.
I like disturbing things.
Yeah,
Disturbing content.
very disturbing. My wife told me I had to tone it back.
Really?
Oh, Lord.
Like in the first paragraph, she said, if you want people to finish this book, you're going to have to really go back and take a lot of the content out of the
Wow.
first paragraph. So
Wow, man.
yeah, it's pretty
really
rough.
dark then.
That's
Yeah.
dark.
So are you going to do it anywhere other than here? Are you going to publicate it to where people can purchase it anywhere other than RobCon?
It's available now. It's online. You can get it at Amazon. It'll be hitting actual bookstores all over the world pretty much later this year. So
All right, man.
I'm kind of doing
Fantastic.
advanced copies here, and you
Yeah,
know
that's good.
It's on Kindle, Smashwords, Amazon. It'll be hitting Barnes and Noble and Nook and iTunes and
Definitely want to check
Nice.
that out.
anywhere books are sold.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, that's what we're about. We like exposure. So, I mean,
Yeah,
if
we
you
do.
can't come to RobCon today, he's giving you a lot of chances to pick up his books, so that's amazing.
Yeah, check him out. Check him out. Stephen J. Simones. I mean, honestly, the man. I've ran into him before. We actually talked about a film that he also did a few years ago. Which one was it?
The Wraith, Eyes of Judgment.
Oh yeah.
I've kind of got out of the filmmaking.
Yeah.
It's just,
He's
it's just too much, man.
yeah,
I'm getting too old for it.
I'm sorry, I
Con-
didn't see that one, but
concentrating a little more.
it doesn't
on
have anything to
fixing-
do with the Wraith that Charlie Sheen was in, does it?
No.
That movie
no.
was amazing, though,
No.
at certain times.
But mine is equally good, I guess.
It's probably better.
In that
Probably
sense.
better.
Probably.
Probably.
It makes sense.
Okay, yeah, it is
it's
better
more
than the
winning.
Charlie Sheen
Yeah.
Wraith, but the Wraith is a Australian published superhero comic novel series.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in 2003, I got the right 10 years ago. Wow.
Wow.
I got the rights to do the film, and my production company, we made the 50-minute kind of short feature.
Yeah.
And premiered it here at the Abingdon Cinemall, and then it went all over the world, film festivals and conventions, and
Very nice.
you know.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
love the cinema. They're good for things like that.
Yeah, it was really cool. We had a red carpet event and got a lot of press, and you know.
Hey, that's good, man.
And then I retired.
Yeah.
You're back again, though.
Well,
back
you know,
with a vengeance.
creatively, you can tell more through a novel
Yeah.
than you can in a film.
Yeah.
And that's just the medium that why I got into film was because of writing.
Yeah.
So now that I can focus on writing instead of the visual aspect,
Yeah.
I can tell more of a story, and I really
I hear
enjoy
you.
that.
A much darker story.
Yeah.
Much darker, yeah.
Well, nobody knows what scares you more than yourself. So when you're reading a book, you know what scares you, and you can be building yourself up through every page and just scare yourself,
Yep.
no matter what the content is.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
just have such a picture in your head that will just freak you out more than anybody can tell you. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, I try to write what terrifies me, and just not even 30 minutes ago, I had a lady tell me that she made it all the way up to my short story in Timeless Requiem, and it terrified her so bad she couldn't sleep for days, and she had to put the
Wow.
book down. And there's
Wow.
only one more story left, and I'm
Wow.
like, well, go ahead and finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
come
I
on.
mean, you know, I'm sorry that mine did that, but it's kind of cool to get that feedback to
Oh,
where
yeah,
you
absolutely.
Yeah.
literally traumatize someone so bad that it affects them physically and mentally for days. And you know, I guess my job was done.
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey.
Best
did
plug
good
you
with
can
it.
have there.
Yeah.
You did good
So-
with it, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Have you seen a favorite costume yet at
A
all?
favorite
Even though the
costume?
costume event's not happened yet.
I haven't really seen a favorite yet. You know, the one I've seen the most is Cloud from Final Fantasy VII.
Yep.
He's been
Yeah,
walking
I've
back
seen a few of them.
And,
yeah.
and there's a Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
walking
Oh, that
around.
one. That was
amazing.
really
That
good.
guy was on point.
Yeah.
he
Oh,
was
absolutely.
He was pretty good, but you know, it's kind of too early right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, last year we had this epic Darth Vader costume. I saw
Oh,
a Boba
man.
Fett just a few minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, once the day gets rolling, more costumes will pile in. I think I saw a Dr. Manhattan too, and the guy's totally blue.
Oh,
wearing one
Oh,
of those
no
blue
way.
like lycra
Oh,
bodysuits.
oh
didn't
my
see
God.
that.
I'm just
Awesome.
glad he's wearing pants.
Yes.
So
Yes.
It's like the guy with
yeah,
the
my kids
bicycle
are
shorts
here.
here yesterday.
Yeah.
You probably didn't see that.
That's something we don't need to see.
But yeah, I enjoy this. This is, you know, my time of really interacting with people. I sit behind a computer 90% of the time, and these events are what really makes being a writer fun.
Yeah.
I do 90% of the time too, but it's not writing. I work in a call center. All I do is
man.
type all day on my chat assistant. So I kind of know your pain, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I did that a long time ago,
It's
but
good money.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I did it 20 years ago, so I mean, times have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I did it, there wasn't much money to.
Oh. So
what are you guys doing? The green screen and
our green screen's rocking.
We're green screening. We're podcasting.
Jesse has sold 7 of his comics so far.
Yeah.
what comic?
It's right there in front of you. It's Zombie Killers. It's what the
got some posters up
are.
behind us?
Yeah. Jesse sold several copies. He's
It's first edition, first everything. He animates it and draws it.
yeah.
Look
He's
at
got
this.
us in the
Our
middle.
podcast
It's
is
got
in the
like
middle.
a big splash page.
Yeah.
Us and
Of
Pulp,
us.
who printed them, actually is the back panel.
Yeah.
So
That's
Pulp
cool.
is amazing.
You printed these here locally?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pulp is downtown Bristol. It's just down from the VFW on the left.
Now, who did the artwork?
Jesse.
All Jesse.
Jesse right there.
He wrote it. He
wrote
wrote
it and did the
He
artwork.
drew it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. He.
He's a talented
Zombies are
individual.
big right now, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Um,
yeah, dude.
That little movie, Night of the Living Dead,
Yeah.
you know, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have,
1968.
68.
Black and
Romero,
white.
Dude.
Yeah.
The Godfather. You just cannot. You can't replace.
Have you noticed? I love George Romero. Have you noticed something that the older the man gets, the bigger his glasses get?
Yeah.
And that's true for me too. Like I used to have these little wire rim glasses, and now, like 10, 15 years later, mine are just slowly getting bigger. And
Yeah.
Usually they get thicker though when they do that.
yeah,
Sometimes,
but his are now half of his face.
Oh my.
Love
yeah.
the man. though,
I've
too.
seen pictures of his glasses. They're like that thick, pretty much. They're just.
Yeah.
He's like bug-eyed almost.
Yep, but the man is truly a legend, and
Oh,
if it
yeah,
wasn't for
yeah.
him and John Russo and
Oh, yeah.
people like those that kind of paved the way, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Do you guys know that
And Tom Savini as well, the special effects artist.
Tom's amazing.
I've got some cool Savini stories, but I'm not going to share them on the podcast.
Understood.
So
Understood.
maybe if
Yeah.
you guys want to know some cool Savini inside info,
we'll talk about it
stop
after.
by, stop by the
absolutely.
booth.
Yeah,
I guess the
dude.
one neat thing though about Night of the Living Dead, while we were talking about it, that was the first film to ever have an African American hero.
Yeah.
Even though he
Yeah.
died in the end.
Have a what?
African American hero
Oh, yeah.
in a
Oh,
hero
yeah.
role, a heroic role. I mean, that was just the very first film that you ever saw that in.
And it also had a strong female protagonist,
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of people like to argue and say, well, she spent most of the movie screaming or passed out. But to be honest, the movie actually started out as a focus on her and shifted protagonist about halfway through to the African American, and that was totally unheard of at that time.
Yeah.
And because of Romero and his idealistic thinking, he changed cinema.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Man.
Yeah, he
I mean,
did.
And you see, that's one thing that I hate about a lot of things that are done with zombies nowadays. Zombies are treated as a true novelty and aren't taken as serious as they should be in a lot of aspects. Like zombies, I guarantee you will never see a zombie film ever be let alone nominated for Best Picture or anything like that.
Yeah.
Which I guess they're going to be permanently treated like that because they're macabre. And
Well, they're kind of the redheaded stepchild of the film industry. If you think about it, I mean, that's really the case because
Yeah.
it's like we acknowledge they're there, but we're going to push them over here because
Yeah.
we can't. They're not our blood. They're not.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
this
yeah.
World War Z
They
with
weren't-
Brad
they weren't-
Pitt, it's
they
not
weren't
gonna.
conceived. They weren't conceived under our supervision and all this and
What's
yeah.
fascinating about them though is everything in the film industry has like waves. You go through the different. We're in a big superhero wave right now, and
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh,
zombies
yeah.
always seem to hold on. I feel like we've been in a zombie push for a while now, and
Since probably
since-
about 1978.
yeah, absolutely.
when
there hasn't really been
Dawn
a,
of the Dead came
Yeah.
out.
yeah, there hasn't been a big gap of no zombie films or zombie
Yeah,
stories.
and even when there is, it's only for a year or two,
Year
and
or
it's
two,
kind
exactly,
of like
it's
they're
not-
reloading their guns.
Absolutely,
And it's like,
yeah.
okay, we're
Yeah.
going to be back, but if you notice, there's very few werewolf and very few
Oh, absolutely.
vampire.
Oh yeah.
And those come in bigger waves.
Vampires have kind of been put on the downgrade ever since
Yeah.
Stephanie Meyer. I mean,
yeah.
Don't get me started.
I know.
Don't get any of us started. We don't.
Because she has pretty much scarred vampire culture for forever.
A
now
lot of that
because
stuff
that.
that was hitting the small screen, though. I mean, a lot of that's hitting TV because MTV had Teen Wolf. There was the one that was on Netflix
CW?
recently. That was only on Netflix. It was like
But they have one
can't
called The
remember the name of
Vampire
it.
Diaries, but that's just way too.
Being Human was another one that just came out.
that one with Sam Witwer. Yeah, I remember that one.
But I
Yeah.
mean, that's all small screen.
It is, and there
Should've
really
got the
hasn't been
It's a Joker and
Honestly, I
Penguin
think a
and
good
Harley
vampire story since 1985, and that was Fright Night.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the last great
dude.
vampire story.
Well-
and I mean, even though they've done Interview with
you-
a Vampire, and actually the Lost Boys came afterwards.
Oh yeah.
I think Fright Night was the last true straight vampire. It was just to me
Yeah.
it was a perfect
And they
film.
recently
Oh, yeah, dude,
remade
that-
that, didn't they?
Unfortunately,
they
yeah.
killed that.
What the?
Fright Night.
Fright
Fright
Night.
Night.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't like the new one?
No.
It would have been okay if the original one had.
Absolutely.
Even the sequel that came out in I think '88 with Julie Carmen
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
still had
Mhm.
Roddy McDowall and William Ragsdale.
Yep.
It was still better. It as cheesy as it was, and it was nowhere near the original one. It's still better than any vampire movie that's been out since.
Absolutely.
I agree with you on that. But I saw the remake of Fright Night, and I wanted to rewatch Fright Night before I went and watched the remake, the original. And I did that, and then I watched the new one, and the guy that got out of the car in the new one that got killed.
Chris Sarandon.
Yeah, it was Chris Sarandon. I was like, hey,
The six-fingered man, Chris
it's
Sarandon? Nope, different part of the role.
No, it's Prince Humperdinck from
Humperdinck.
If
Yeah,
you guys ever
Humperdinck.
get a chance to meet him, he's a super cool guy.
Oh,
Super cool.
I really, gosh, I wanted to meet him because his work in Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean,
A little movie called Child's Play.
oh,
Yes.
yeah, dude.
Which has got a new movie coming out now.
Yeah.
They're doing
yeah.
Curse of Chucky. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
I could sit here and discuss horror with you all day, but
Oh, yeah.
I would never sell another book. So
That's
Yes, Stephen,
I'm
I
gonna get back
understand.
to my table, but
We
All
thank
right.
you for coming by. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much
Just
for
say
joining
thank you
us.
for the plug coming in, and
Hey, man.
you know,
Hey,
I
anytime.
appreciate it.
Obviously, we're all horror fans here, so we
Oh,
can't
yeah,
wait
dude.
to check out the new story. So.
Hopefully we
Oh.
can get by your booth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
come by and
Alright.
see me.
Definitely
And
soon.
Yeah, I'll do that. We'll do
you
that.
know, Candace Blake is a. It didn't. I write this kind of in the author's notes in the back. It didn't start out to be that. It was kind of more of a nod to a Lovecraft story, and then.
Yeah.
You know, I'd been working on this novel off and on for 2 years called Hell Comes to Jericho.
Oh.
And it's going to be kind of the magnum opus of horror for me. And right now I'm probably about a fifth of the way through it, and I put it on hold and went back and did Candace Blake, and I said, I'm going to tie this in and make it a prequel. So,
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, might as well release a prequel first and not pull a George Lucas. and do
Yeah.
that.
Have at it, man.
You know what I mean?
Which has
So-
started a very annoying trend in
Oh, I know.
in the world.
So even though this is a novella and it's less than 100 pages, it's terrifying, and I hope
Yeah.
everybody listening enjoys it. And
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
you know, let me know what you think.
Hey, definitely,
Will do.
man.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Stephen.
Can't wait to
Hey,
stop
thank
by.
you
Thank
once
you so
again.
much for stopping
Stephen
by.
Stephen Semones, everybody.
Nice to meet you
Great to
guys.
meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well, sir. Thank you.
So
That
how do
was-
you guys feel? I meant to bring this up. How do you guys feel about 30 Days of Night?
30 Days of Night.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
That's what vampires are, because that was like
Yeah.
right before the whole Twilight thing, and I was
Yeah,
like, these
that-
are vampires.
Yeah, I actually, the guy that directed that, David Slade, directed Twilight Eclipse. He directed
did
the third.
he? Aw.
I know.
I actually thought Daybreakers was good though.
Oh, Daybreakers was good.
I just got to watch it for the first time
Yeah.
about 2 weeks ago, and I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, Fright Night, the remake. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm not gonna say I liked it better than the original, but
Don't you dare.
I thought it was a good different take on it. I really did. I thought it was a good different take.
The one vampire film that sets out in my mind is the satirical Once Bitten
Yes.
from back in the day.
Oh,
where he's,
Jim Carrey.
Well, I mean, there was Jim Carrey, and then there was another one that didn't have Jim Carrey in it though.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure which one it is. But there was one where a guy is trying to fulfill his bloodlust, and he goes to a butcher shop, and he's just getting like the blood that's left over, and he's drinking it, and he's trying to do that. But I'm not sure which one that is.
I'm not sure either.
That was satirical, but I
If
don't
you
remember
know,
which
let
one
us
it is.
know.
Yeah,
All
you
the
may
listeners
know.
out there. If anybody can fill us in on that
Put it in
one.
the comments below. But
Since my mind is definitely slipping me today.
business is picking up here, guys. I mean,
It
honestly, I'm
absolutely
seeing
is.
everything now. I'm
Yeah.
seeing more and more and more.
There's a
like
guy
we
who's
saw,
just like Will Shatner.
yeah. There are things that you must understand, Mr. Scott. But
We have rocked out a podcast here at RobCon 28. Probably going to give our voices a little break.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful interview with Stephen J. Simones. He gave all the information about how to pick up his book. And it's been so great.
oh
to be
yeah.
here.
But anyway, we are probably going to do another podcast later. Just come back on here for a quick bit or something.
We'll catch up later.
Yeah, we'll catch up with you later. But
Give you,
for
some
right
winners
now,
of the costume contest.
oh
Definitely.
we'll do commentary on that. We'll do a little commentary on that. But anyway, this
Speeder
is
bike trooper.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
dude, I like that.
that's-
I like
that's a good
that
one.
outfit's cool.
He
That's a
should
good
go,
one.
He should go buy one of those $1 figures and take it around
Oh
with him.
man,
Because he looks
Well,
just like it.
Oh, we got
Guys,
a Wolverine.
Wolverine.
guys,
yeah.
this has been fun. This is a good podcast. I just wanted to say, once again, we're here at RobCon, and we're going to be putting more stuff up on the YouTube page and the Facebook page. And
Keep it nerdy.
Yep, this is Nate. Is Nate O'Hambone,
Sean Duke.
Brian Bass.
Brian Bass, and well, you stay classy, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's